Hey there, sweet mamas. A little tidbit about me. I love Richard Linklater movies. So much so that the message I wrote in my husband's wedding ring is actually a quote from one of his movies. The ongoing wow is happening now. Isn't that trippy? And so yeah, I was really excited when I found out he was making a 12-year-long movie called Boyhood. So I couldn't wait to watch it. Had to wait for it to come out on DVD out here. And wow, it was pretty wild to see how Patricia Arquette, all the characters, but mostly Patricia Arquette, just because, you know, she's a mom, and watching her age before the camera. So that was kind of funny, just because they did it in 3-4 year chunks. And I just wrapped up the Mama Bliss 10-day challenge. And what I did is I repurposed old Optimum Mine from 4 years ago called the 10 Days to Get You from Crummy to Yummy, Mommy. And yeah, so the videos were of me 4 years ago. So it's so weird. So I actually read an interview with her, and she said how it was a little jarring to see herself age before the camera. So I just felt like Patricia Arquette in that moment. I'm like, I know, girl. So the reason I decided to use those exercises and was essentially because they're pretty powerful. So some of the feedback from the 10 days was pretty amazing. And that is essentially still the foundation for all that I do today with Bliss Beyond Nap Time. And my focus is helping moms who love to blog, like I do, monetize their blog, but more on an intimate one-on-one level with their readers. So the best place to start is by making sure your foundations to Mama Bliss are super solid, and that's self-care, creativity, values, and simplicity. So as a passionate woman, it can get kind of muddled all of the day's events. So blogging was kind of a gift because I never been one to keep a journal faithfully, just to see what parts of the day I was celebrating. So it was always a good way to highlight that no matter how challenging the journey is, there's always a little sunshiny spot that you can blog about. Blogging is also a great tool to help you document your values and priorities. So after a blog post, I would check mark the little category box, what one it would fall under. And then over the years, when I was checking out what I had in my library, I could see under each category how many posts I had under each one. So seeing all these little category boxes to choose from, it's a really easy reference to see what fired me up, what made me want to stand up for something, and also planted the seed for me all those years ago to get certified as a coach so I can help other moms, creative, passionate moms, to get clear on how they can serve in a bigger capacity outside of their role as mama. And just like how Patricia got an Oscar, I feel too, blogging is a great way to get some feedback and conversation going with your tribe or your online community or your like-minded soul sisters out there, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so getting the feedback from your readers, it's great reinforcement that the thought waves that you're sending out there are having like a ripple effect and becoming bigger and bigger waves as you touch upon other like-minded souls, and just knowing that you're not alone out there and they feel the same way too. So that's pretty powerful. And guess what? Blogging is fortifying your second pillar to Mama Bliss, creativity. There is the obvious creative outlet of writing, but you know, over the years for me, the photography bit has been huge, and from that is just back in the day when it was more of a crafty blog, you know, it was great accountability to declare to the world I was going to knit this sweater and just plugging away at it. So it was just really, really supported my second pillar. And it continues to do so. I am able to play over the years different platforms, such as making videos, getting pretty comfy with those now, the podcast, and creating all these worksheets and e-courses, getting super multimedia levels. So this is a great way to experiment, to see in what other capacities you can reach your audience, and maybe you might surprise yourself with other ways you could express your life experience, opinions, and hope for the world. And just like Boyhood, blogging for biz is all about watching a little baby grow up. It takes many years, but you know, you're still there, even though the blog is taken off. It's all out on its own, making its own way in the world. You're still there to nurture it and cheer it on. So just having the patience and knowing that there will be challenges that come up, but you know, if you take it to that other level, the biz level is just the reminder that lean on what has worked in the past. Go visit your roots. So that's why it was a really cool exercise for me, even to bring in that 4-year-old material to share with you guys again, to see that keeping it simple, going back to my roots, is such a great reminder, as is the whole library of blog posts essentially is the reminders of what was really positive in my days and what helped invite the simplicity, the creativity, and the pockets for self-care that strengthened my mama bliss, and it's able for me to again support those other mamas out there who have that dream of working from home close to their little ones, and being able though to connect with the readers one-on-one. So be sure to look at your most popular blog posts so far. What made them popular? Like, are you going by how many comments you got, how many shares on Facebook, or just some personal emails that were sent out to you afterwards, or just simply what is your personal favorite, what felt really good to get out there, and just see what the recurring themes might be. So my challenge to you today is to see if you can come up with 3 themes and really picking out the top 5 blog posts under each of those themes. And then perhaps you could set up a area for your blog readers to pick from the best, and to really help bring clarity not only to them but for you on maybe what direction you might want to take this if you want to start turning your hobby blog to a biz. So I'll be curious to hear from you, sweet mamas. So from those 3 themes, and inspired by your favorite post based on those, what do you think this hints at of the change you would love to see in the world, and maybe how you can send that little ripple effect and make some big waves? So go ahead over to either YouTube under this video comment area, or on my Bliss Beyond Naptime Facebook page. I would love to hear. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe either through YouTube, you'll be one of the first to watch these videos, or over at blissbeyondnaptime.com, and sign up for my newsletter from there. Okay, lads, we'll talk to you next time.